Night folds over the ancient desert, and everything becomes soft again. The wind carries a hush from the mountains of Syria, drifting across forgotten stones. You are safe here, within the breath of an older world. Breathe in, slowly. Count to 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And exhale to 8, letting the air fall away like sand through an open hand. The rhythm settles you into stillness, into the quiet light that waits behind your eyelids. Far away, the silver river of the Euphrates glimmers beneath the moon. It was along its banks that the Arameans once built their homes. Houses of clay and cedar, cities of light that hummed with prayers, trade, and laughter. But tonight, there are no voices, only wind, only memory. You may imagine the faint glow of an oil lamp, its flame bending gently in the breath of night. You do not need to search for sleep. Sleep will quietly find you, as it once found the shepherds of Aram, resting beside their flocks, listening to the slow song of water under the stars. In this stillness, the pulse of time softens. Empires rise, languages vanish, but the silence between heartbeats, that ancient silence, remains. It is the same pause that the first Aramean priests once knew when they poured scented oil upon cold stone and whispered to the wind. The air smells faintly of myrrh and cedar. Somewhere, a hidden flame flickers behind carved walls, and the echo of its warmth touches your hands. Let it stay, let it linger. For this night, you are not a traveler. You are the listener of time, the watcher of sand and moon, the gentle keeper of the breath that connects all things. So inhale softly again. Hold it as the ancient stones once held the light. And as you exhale, imagine the centuries drifting away, each one a feather, falling into sleep. Beyond the hills, a silver river moves without sound. It waits for you there, patient, endless, just as it waited for them. You are safe inside the ancient light, and when you close your eyes, the story of Aram begins to breathe again. As night returns, the world is calm again. Breathe softly. The ancient light waits for you. You kneel beside an old basin carved from stone. Its rim is worn smooth by centuries of hands. Shepherds, scribes, wanderers, each one pausing before the quiet flame. You pour a thin stream of oil into the bowl, and the scent of cedar rises into the night. Your hands glide over the cool surface, tracing the spiral marks of forgotten prayers. Around you, the desert breathes like a sleeping creature. Far beyond, the outline of Aram's hills glows faintly beneath the moon. You lift a wick of linen, twist it once, and lower it into the oil. The flame awakens, small, steady, golden. It trembles, then steadies, as though remembering its purpose. The Arameans once believed that each light was a breath of the divine. Not a command, not a voice, only a rhythm, a soft inhalation through the wind, a slow exhale into time. You mirror that rhythm now. Inhale, pause, release. The air around you warms slightly, and a faint shimmer dances across the carved lines of a star symbol on the floor. You imagine the city of Damascus long ago, its narrow streets woven with songs and footsteps, lamps like these glowing in courtyards, marking the threshold between the waking and the dreaming world. A mother hummed to her child. A potter smoothed clay beneath dripping stars. Somewhere, a priest whispered over water, and the light answered, not with sound, but with stillness. Every motion here is deliberate, every pause an act of reverence. You fold your hands, let your shoulders release. The lamp flickers once more, and in that tremor, lies the heartbeat of an entire civilization, calm, patient, luminous. Moonlight rests on pale stone. You hear the distant echo of water flowing through unseen channels. The scent of resin and cedar curls through the air. Cool marble beneath your fingertips steadies your breath, anchoring you to this quiet hour between past and dream. Time does not end. It only folds itself into gentler shapes. Each moment you breathe has been breathed before by those who shaped these stones, by those who watched the same silver moon. Order, in the language of night, is kindness. It reminds the heart that nothing is truly lost, only resting, waiting to be remembered. The Arameans once said the gods lived not in temples, but in the wind. Perhaps they were right. For even now, when the wind moves, something ancient stirs inside you. Not fear, but belonging. Inhale slowly, hold for a moment, and let the breath fall away. Your body settles a little deeper. Silver mist moves gently through the quiet air. Beyond the quiet gate, another dream begins. As night returns, the world is calm again. Breathe softly. The ancient light waits for you. You step into a courtyard surrounded by low walls of sandstone. The air is still, filled with the faint fragrance of myrrh drifting from shallow bowls. In the center stands a small fountain, its water gliding over carved stone faces worn smooth by centuries. You kneel beside it and cup your hands. The water feels cool and alive, a mirror to the pale moon above. An Aramean elder once said, "The water remembers the first breath of the world." Perhaps that is true, for when you touch it, something inside you quiets, as if the body recognizes a sound older than thought. You wash your hands, your face, your eyes, letting each drop carry away the dust of the waking world. Lanterns sway gently along the walls. Their flames cast a circle of light that trembles like a heartbeat. You sense the rhythm of lives that once filled this courtyard, voices chanting in Aramaic, footsteps brushing the stone floor, a slow melody rising and falling with the wind, the same sound that echoes faintly through your own breath. Now, you move closer to the fountain. A carved lion pours water from its mouth into a shallow basin. You trace its mane with one finger. The stone feels warm where the sun had touched it before dusk. Tiny lines of script spiral around its base. Not words to read, but words to remember. Blessings for peace, for home, for rest. Moonlight glides across the courtyard floor. You hear a soft breeze pass through the olive trees beyond the wall. The scent of myrrh deepens, sweet and resinous. Linen sleeves brush against your skin, and the touch feels like a memory returning from far away. Time slows until it no longer measures anything. Here, night is not darkness, it is gentleness. It gathers what has scattered and gives it a place to rest. In this silence, you begin to understand that every civilization builds not only cities, but rituals for the heart to find its way home. The Arameans offered water to the wind and called it balance. They believed every act of stillness renewed the world. So you remain by the fountain, listening to the quiet fall of drops, and you realize the sound of peace has no ending. Inhale slowly, hold, and let the breath fall away. Your body settles a little deeper. A silver breeze passes through the courtyard and fades into night. Beyond the quiet gate, another dream begins. As night returns, the world is calm again. Breathe softly. The ancient light waits for you. You follow a narrow path lined with low lamps, each flame cradled in a bowl of polished bronze. The air hums softly with the murmur of flowing water. Ahead, the moon reflects upon a gentle stream, its surface rippled by the slow dance of reeds. You kneel at the water's edge. This is where the Arameans once gathered to listen to the river's wisdom. They believed that every current carried a memory, and that to listen was to remember the world itself. You dip your fingers into the current. The cool touch surprises you, a thin thread of life moving through your hand and back into the earth. The sound of the river is steady, almost like breathing. You hear it mingling with the distant notes of a reed flute, faint and sorrowful, as though the night itself were exhaling a forgotten song. You follow its rhythm. Inhale with the music. Pause in its silence. Exhale when the note fades away. In your mind, the ancient city glimmers. Traders unloading jars of wine by moonlight. Children tossing stones that sparkle briefly before sinking. Women washing linen in the shallows. Their laughter flowing with the water, their shadows long upon the banks. A breeze carries the scent of lotus and clay. You close your eyes and feel the damp air upon your skin, the softness of sand beneath your knees, the sound, the scent, the touch. They join together like threads weaving a single dream. You are not apart from this place. You are part of its slow and endless motion. Time passes differently here. The river does not hurry. It teaches patience to stone and silence to the restless heart. Perhaps this is why the Arameans built their homes near its banks, not only for water, but for the stillness that lives within it. To live beside such calmness is to learn the art of waiting. Breathe in again. Let the coolness fill your chest. Hold it as the moon holds its reflection. Then exhale and let the water carry every thought downstream. Moonlight slides along the ripples, turning each one into a line of silver script. If you could read it, it might say, "All things return to peace." Silver mist drifts over the riverbank, and somewhere in the distance, a night bird calls once softly. Beyond the quiet gate, another dream begins. As night returns, the world is calm again. Breathe softly. The ancient light waits for you. You step beneath a stone archway where shadows cling like incense smoke. Before you lies a quiet temple carved from basalt, its pillars rising like the ribs of a sleeping giant. The air within is cool, perfumed with frankincense. Somewhere deeper inside, a single flame flickers, casting golden tremors upon the walls. You walk slowly, your steps echoing over the polished floor. Each sound fades into a low hum, a kind of music only silence can make. On the altar, small bowls of oil burn with steady patience, their light bending and settling upon symbols etched into the stone. Spirals, stars, flowing lines of Aramaic script. You cannot read them, yet you understand. They speak the language of rhythm and calm, the same one your heartbeat keeps. An Aramean priest once began his night here with a single gesture, to touch the cold wall, to draw a circle upon it, and to whisper the name of stillness. You mimic the motion now. Your fingertips meet the chill of basalt, and in that moment, something ancient opens. Not a door, but a feeling, the presence of time, wide and quiet. Outside, the desert wind sighs through the cracks of the temple. It carries the scent of distant rain, and your breath moves in tune with it. The world beyond these stones grows faint, as if sleep itself were stepping closer. A soft chant drifts through the air. a memory of voices that once filled these halls. You hear them rise and fall, not as a demand, but as a conversation between flame and air. It is the music of surrender, the sound that turns effort into rest. Moonlight glides through a narrow window and spills across the floor. You kneel within its glow. The light is pale and tender, and when it touches your skin, it feels like water remembering warmth. You bow your head and let your body follow gravity, each breath slower than the last. The Arameans called this moment the quiet between two eternities. Perhaps they knew what it meant to be still enough to hear the stars. For even now, as your eyes begin to close, you sense their pulse beyond the roof, tiny, patient fires whispering in the endless dark. Inhale slowly, hold, and let the breath fall away. Your body settles a little deeper. Silver mist curls along the temple floor. The flame trembles once, then steadies. Beyond the quiet gate, another dream begins. As night returns, the world is calm again. Breathe softly. The ancient light waits for you. You find yourself walking through a garden at dusk, where shadows of pomegranate trees reach across the path like soft hands. The air is warm and smells faintly of olive and earth. A low fountain whispers in the corner, its rhythm keeping pace with the heartbeat of the night. This garden once belonged to an Aramean scholar, a man who studied silence as though it were a sacred language. He believed that stillness had a sound, and that every leaf carried a memory of that quiet music. You kneel beside a stone bench, tracing the marks of his chiseled notes, lines that once guided meditation beneath the stars. The fountain releases a slow curve of water, falling into a basin surrounded by sand. You touch it gently, feeling the coolness seep into your fingertips. The ripples spread outward like thoughts dissolving into rest. In the reflection, the moon appears, soft, fragmented, a silver coin drifting through the water's calm surface. You breathe with the rhythm of the fountain. Inhale as the water rises, pause as it curves, exhale as it falls. Each motion is an answer to time, not resistance, but understanding. Somewhere nearby, an olive branch sways in the night breeze. The leaves shimmer like small mirrors catching the breath of the stars. You remember the stories of ancient Aram, where merchants returned from long journeys and washed their hands here before embracing their families, believing the water could carry away the dust of sorrow. The scent of oil mingles with the faint sweetness of myrrh. A soft hum drifts from the distant city walls. You rest your hands upon the stone, feeling the warmth it has kept from the sun. It steadies you, reminding you that even stone remembers the touch of day. Time loosens its hold, and your thoughts begin to wander. You think of the scholar's words. Every civilization ends, but its peace can be learned again. Perhaps this is what remains. Not empires, not names, but the gentle art of being still beneath the same moon. Inhale slowly, hold for a moment, and let the breath fall away. Your body settles a little deeper. The air moves softly, carrying the scent of olive leaves. The fountain murmurs a final note before silence. Beyond the quiet gate, another dream begins. As night returns, the world is calm again. Breathe softly. The ancient light waits for you. You walk along the edge of an ancient harbor where wooden masts sway gently against a field of stars. The sea is dark, but not cold. Its waves move with the patience of a creature that has seen every dawn. Somewhere, ropes creak softly, and the sound merges with the hush of water against stone. The Arameans once traded here, their ships carved from cedar, their sails pale beneath the moon. They carried olive oil, fabrics, carved idols, and words, always words. For it was the Arameans who taught the world how to speak across distance. Their language, light and flowing, traveled farther than their ships, from Babylon to the mountains of Judea, from the deserts of Mesopotamia to the edges of Egypt. Each syllable a quiet bridge between hearts. You rest your hand on a weathered beam of wood. It feels warm, holding the ghost of the sun. Salt air brushes your face, and a memory seems to rise from the sea, of sailors lighting lamps at night, of prayers whispered to the waves, asking not for victory, but safe return. The smell of the harbor is rich: tar, rope, seaweed, and the faint sweetness of palm wine. Lanterns bob along the pier, their reflections trembling on the water. You breathe in deeply, and the wind carries through your lungs a trace of distant lands. It is the same wind that once filled the sails of Aramean ships, a wind that belongs to no one, yet touches all who travel. You walk farther, your steps soft against the worn planks. Each board seems to sigh beneath your weight. A fisherman hums somewhere, low and tender. The song blends with the tide, and you feel time drift outward, as if the world were inhaling and exhaling with you. They say the sea keeps its own memory, not of battles or storms, but of the moments between them, when silence ruled and the stars drew their slow paths above. Perhaps that is what peace truly is, the space between one wave and the next. Inhale slowly, hold, and let the breath fall away. Your body settles a little deeper. The wind softens. Silver ripples shimmer like moonlit ink across the harbor. Beyond the quiet gate, another dream begins. As night returns, the world is calm again. Breathe softly. The ancient light waits for you. You stand at the edge of the desert, where the stars spill across the horizon like a slow river of fireflies. The dunes breathe in silver rhythm, rising and falling beneath the cool hand of the moon. Each grain of sand seems alive, whispering stories of those who once crossed here, traders, poets, pilgrims, each seeking water, meaning, or peace. You take a step forward, and the sand sighs beneath your feet. The air is clean, weightless, carrying the faint sweetness of dates and the resin of palm wood. The Arameans called this wind Ruha, the breath of the world, the same word they used for the soul. You close your eyes and feel it move through you. It enters without demand, fills your lungs with quietness, and leaves without a trace. The stars above pulse slowly, and for a moment they seem close enough to touch. They are not burning, but breathing, like you. In the distance, a caravan rests beside a circle of small fires. The camels kneel in silence, their shadows stretch like painted lines across the sand. You imagine voices murmuring soft prayers, the crackle of wood, and the taste of warm milk shared beneath the constellations. Every light, every whisper, every motion belongs to a single rhythm, a harmony of beings who trust the night to guide them. The desert teaches a different kind of wisdom. It gives nothing, but shows everything. In its emptiness, you begin to hear the fullness of life, the beating of your heart, the breath between thoughts, the eternal conversation between sky and earth. Breathe in through your nose. Let the air trace the back of your throat. Hold it softly, like a secret. Now exhale, and let the wind carry it away toward the dunes. The sand glows faintly in moonlight. each ripple a soft wave frozen in time. Far above, Orion watches with quiet patience, and somewhere between the stars and the earth, your mind drifts into stillness. A cool current of air moves through the night, gathering around you like a silken veil. Beyond the quiet gate, another dream begins. As night returns, the world is calm again. Breathe softly. The ancient light waits for you. You walk along a mountain path where the stones glimmer faintly under the moon. The air is thin, pure, touched with the scent of pine and snow. Each step leads you higher, away from the murmurs of cities, into the slow silence where even thought becomes light. The Arameans once called such places the homes of wind. They believed that the mountains were living beings, that their breath became clouds. Their stillness shaped time, their peaks touched the edge of heaven's calm. And as you climb, you begin to understand. Each sound here is gentle, rounded by distance. The night insects hum softly within the rocks. A single owl glides through the air, its wings slicing the quiet like a memory passing. You pause beside a stone bench carved into the slope. Its surface is cold and damp, smoothed by centuries of rain. You sit, feeling the firmness of the world beneath you. Above, the moon hangs wide and white, resting on a veil of drifting mist. You breathe it in, pine, water, sky, and it feels like the earth itself is exhaling through you. The mountain hums beneath your feet. Not a sound you can hear, but a rhythm you can feel. The slow pulse of something ancient and unbroken. Perhaps this is how the Aramean pilgrims found peace. Not in words, but in the silence that holds all words. You trace a small groove in the stone beside you, finding marks left by hands long gone. They carved prayers here, not for victory or favor, but for remembrance, to sit, to breathe, to know that they had lived in rhythm with the stars. The wind thickens with cold. It wraps around your shoulders like a soft shawl, and each breath you take feels clearer, deeper, lighter. You are no longer climbing. You are floating between earth and sky, between heartbeat and eternity. Inhale slowly, hold, and let the breath fall away. Your body settles a little deeper. The mist curls through the pines, carrying a whisper of melted snow. Beyond the quiet gate, another dream begins. As night returns, the world is calm again. Breathe softly. The ancient light waits for you. You find yourself within the quiet heart of an ancient city. Stone walls rise around narrow streets, their surfaces glowing faintly in the silver of the moon. On the rooftops, clay jars glimmer like sleeping sentinels, and the air tastes of honey and distant smoke. The city of Aram once breathed with countless lives, merchants calling beneath woven awnings, scribes bent over parchment by oil lamps, children chasing each other through courtyards. But now, in this still hour, those sounds have folded into memory. The city sleeps, and only the hush of footsteps remains. Your footsteps, soft against the worn bricks of history. You wander past a wooden door carved with stars. Someone once traced those same shapes while listening to rain fall upon the roof. Their hands, their breath, their small hopes, all of them still linger in the air, woven into the dust and the moonlight. A cat crosses the alley in silence, its shadow flowing over the wall like liquid night. From a window above, a thin thread of light escapes, the flame of a single candle left burning for peace. Its glow flickers across the inscription of an old tablet where words of the Aramaic tongue still rest. You cannot speak them, but you feel their rhythm, a language shaped by wind and kindness. You pause near a terrace overlooking the valley. Below, the ruins of temples sleep beneath sand and moon. You realize that even ruins have breath, a faint exhale rising from stone to sky. The world forgets, yet what was once loved never truly vanishes. It becomes air, sound, dust. And tonight, it becomes your breath. Inhale slowly, hold for a moment, and let the breath fall away. Your body settles a little deeper. A faint breeze slides through the streets, carrying the scent of honey wax and cool pottery. Beyond the quiet gate, another dream begins. As night returns, the world is calm again. Breathe softly. The ancient light waits for you. You enter a small inner sanctum, hidden behind walls of carved stone. The air is heavy with the scent of burning herbs, thyme, myrtle, and sage. Faint embers glow along the floor like a constellation that has fallen to earth. A single lamp rests upon a low table, its flame bending in rhythm with your breath. You sit beside it and feel the cool surface of the polished floor beneath your palms. It is smooth, worn by generations who knelt here before you, each one whispering into the same air, each one leaving behind a trace of warmth, like fingerprints pressed into time. The silence here is deep, yet it hums softly, a sound too low for hearing, but strong enough to calm the heart. You realize that the Arameans built this place not to speak to gods, but to listen to themselves. They believed that peace was not granted, it was remembered. You inhale slowly, and as you do, the flame leans toward you. It flickers once, as if recognizing your breath. Its light touches the walls, revealing faint drawings, circles, rivers, trees, symbols of the endless flow that joins earth and spirit. You trace one with your finger, and the cool dust softens beneath your touch. Outside, the night deepens. The stars are clearer now, their reflection visible even in the quiet pool of oil. Time feels suspended, as though every century has folded into this single, silent room. The scent of the herbs grows sweeter, their smoke rising in soft ribbons through the air. It reminds you of distant mountains, of fires that once burned beside tents and rivers. You breathe it in, and your body releases another layer of wakefulness. Somewhere, a memory stirs, of voices chanting in the same rhythm you now feel in your pulse. 'Tis not worship, but gratitude, for light, for air, for the gentle persistence of being. Inhale slowly, hold, and let the breath fall away. Your body settles a little deeper. The lamp trembles, its glow turns silver. A soft haze of smoke drifts upward, curling like moonlight made visible. Beyond the quiet gate, another dream begins. As night returns, the world is calm again. Breathe softly, the ancient light waits for you. You step into a chamber where time itself seems to rest. Here, the air is warm and still, the faint glow of embers spilling along the floor like liquid gold. A shallow bowl of water reflects the ceiling's carvings, vines, stars, and a single sleeping flame etched into the stone. You kneel beside it, and the reflection trembles at your movement. The Arameans called this place the House of Still Waters. They believed it was the final gate between waking and dream. To cross it, one had to leave behind every thought. So you let your thoughts drift, as sand drifts through fingers, as clouds drift over the moon. The water hums faintly in its basin. You dip your hand into it. It is neither warm nor cold, a perfect, silent balance. The surface closes again, without a ripple, as if the night itself had swallowed your touch. You listen. Somewhere, a single droplet falls, echoing into the hollow room like the slow heartbeat of the earth. That sound becomes your rhythm. Inhale, hold, exhale. Your chest rises and falls, a tide as old as the first dawn. The carvings on the wall shimmer softly in the lamplight. You notice the same symbols that appeared long ago in the garden and the temple. The spiral of breath, the river of silver, the sleeping flame. They have followed you through every dream, waiting here to close their circle. The scent of resin and myrrh thickens. The lamp beside you flickers low. You can almost see the flame exhale, its light sinking into the surface of the water, becoming one with its reflection. Fire and river, joined in quiet equilibrium. You lower your head, and in the distance of your own breath, you hear a whisper. You do not need to fall asleep. Sleep will quietly find you. The words dissolve into silence. Your limbs grow heavy, your breath softer, slower. The body is no longer separate from the night. It is the night, endless, breathing, still. A thin silver mist drifts through the chamber. The last ember fades to ash. Beyond the quiet gate, another dream begins. As night returns, the world is calm again. Breathe softly. The ancient light waits for you. You are standing by the river once more. The same silver current that shimmered in the beginning now glides beneath a sky of quiet stars. The dunes, the temples, the courtyards, all have folded into this final stillness. Only the sound of water remains, steady as breath, patient as memory. You sit on the bank and watch the moon drifting through its reflection. It seems larger now, softer, as if it too were tired from watching the ages pass. Each ripple carries 1,000 years of silence. Each breeze brings back a scent you once knew. Myrrh, cedar, the faint sweetness of olive smoke. The Arameans believed that the river was the mirror of time. What it shows is not the past or the future, but the quiet thread that ties them together. You see it now. The shepherd, the scribe, the sailor, the dreamer kneeling by the flame. All of them are here, their breaths mingling with yours. You close your eyes. Behind your eyelids, the light of the moon becomes a silver path. You walk upon it, slowly, barefoot, weightless, calm. Each step carries you deeper into the rhythm of the world, a rhythm that no empire can break, no age can erase. The river hums softly. You count each breath without effort. 20, 19, 18. The numbers fade into the sound of water, and you realize you are no longer counting. You are floating. The silver river widens, its light merging with the stars until there is no river, no sky, no distance, only the endless breath of the earth rising and falling through you. You remember the two symbols from the beginning, the sleeping flame, the silver river. Now they meet, their light folding into one gentle pulse, the heartbeat of peace itself. The lights have faded, the rivers hum in silver, and you are already dreaming.